They're back, and for some women, they never stop wearing ballet flats. Hi everyone, I had a look into what was trending for this fall. Now there was a really long list, and I don't think a lot of it was what I would consider wearable, at least not for mature women. I have some really exciting fashion for you today. I do adore fall colors. I think they're beautiful colors and they always mix and match just perfectly, but we're going in a different direction today according to what is trending for fall this year. Back to the ballet flats. I have to admit, I stopped wearing my ballet flats. I really found them very comfortable, but I just thought they'd probably gone out of fashion, and I thought they were looking a little bit drab. And for mature ladies, I thought we had to be a little bit careful how we wore our ballet flats, because I do think that they can make us look a little bit matronly. I don't particularly think that they look fantastic with skirts and dresses. That's just my opinion. When I had a look on the list for fall and I saw ballet flats on the list, I assumed there was a whole new look in ballet flats. I didn't think that they meant the round-toed, super flat ones that we were wearing, well, for a long time. And we haven't been wearing for a few years. I was wrong. They actually do mean exactly the type of ballet flats we used to wear. I'm not sure if I want to go back there. I wore ballet flats for well over a decade. They were pretty much a wardrobe essential for me. I've chosen 3 pairs of ballet flats that I think I might wear. And the reason being is they have pointed toes. They don't have the usual round toe to them, and they do have a slight heel. It's not a very big heel, but it is a heel, and it all helps when you're short. When you're like me, 5'3", and petite or short is 5'3" or 5'4" and under. So it all helps, just that little bit of height. I thought if I'm going to wear ballet flats again, and I'm certainly not opposed to the idea because they are super comfortable, I thought I might prefer a pair that's a little bit more modern looking with the pointed toe and the heel. The faux suede black pair, a little bit more dressy. They've got this little gold trim on the heel here. The heel is just a little bit high, but it's still only about an inch heel. And I thought that they might be a dressy pair of ballet flats. Let me know how you feel about ballet flats. Have you kept wearing them nevertheless? Or are you going to go back and just wear the round toe, the pairs that you used to wear? Or are you totally over them? Are you just not going back to ballet flats no matter what? I found this really stylish neutral coloured sling back pair. Once again, just a little short block heel on them, and I love that bow in the front. In my opinion, these are more of a modern version of a ballet flat. The next garment I thought might be wearable for lots of women are bomber jackets. Bomber jackets are back in. I happen to have this vegan one, this faux leather bomber jacket, which leads me into another trend that they say is happening for fall, and that's leather or faux leather. Many of these fall trends really aren't trends for a lot of us because we already have these garments in our wardrobe. Bomber jackets are usually worn in a casual way. They absolutely don't have to, depending on the fabric they're made from and the style of them. I really like bomber jackets. The only thing I have to be careful of for myself is they can be a little bit puffy and they can end in the wrong length for me. If you're pear-shaped like I am, and that means you carry most of your weight around your thighs, you don't want your bomber jackets ending too long, particularly right on your thighs. And also if you're short, if you're petite, you don't want your bomber jackets too long. I think this one's about the right length, and being faux leather, I'm totally on trend for fall, and I already had this in my wardrobe. A little while ago, before I knew bomber jackets were going to be back on trend, I bought this Houndstooth Bomber jacket online. Unfortunately, it's longer than I'd like it to be. If you're wondering what a bomber jacket actually looks like, they often have these collars, or they usually always have these collars on them. This collar is made from a rib stretch fabric, so the collar comes in like this around the neck. They generally always have a zip up the front. I suppose they could have buttons, but I always see them with zips. They always have a band on the bottom. This is the same rib that's on the collar, so it pulls the jacket in. And this is why I'm always cautious if I'm buying a bomber jacket not to have it too puffy, too full for me, because it's just going to make me look really wide up the top. And because of this band, it can make some of them too puffy, so I'd be really wary of that, particularly if you're apple shaped. If you have a larger bust and you carry your weight up the top, I'd be really wary of bomber jackets being too puffy on you. I'd say it's pretty obvious where the style was inspired from. I would say bomber jacket coming from the pilots who flew bomber planes during the war years. Because the Houndstooth Bomber jacket isn't sitting in my most flattering place, I thought I'd keep my top and my pants all black, all one, keeping it seamless. Another trend for fall is extreme knitwear. I don't know exactly how extreme. I don't think I would get right into that trend myself. This cardigan is about as far as I would go with extreme knitwear. The lovely bright colour and the stripes in it. I don't think I'd go for multicolour, full-on look with knitwear myself. I don't think this pink cardigan would be considered extreme knitwear, but I would wear this one. With the two-tone pink and white and these chunky wooden buttons down the front, I really like this cardigan. It's super comfortable. For me, this might be as extreme as I would go with knitwear. And not being extreme at all, the long green cardigan would definitely also be something I would wear in knitwear. I find that by adding some knitwear into your fall wardrobe and your winter wardrobe as well, makes it so much more wearable. Knitwear is so incredibly versatile. It's usually casual, but it can be a lot more dressy depending on how you wear it. The colours I've been showing you in the knitwear lead me into the next trend, which is called dopamine dressing. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of dopamine dressing? You probably have. Basically, it just means wearing bright colours. And this fall, we're getting away from our traditional fall colours, although they're included. You could still wear all your fall colours and they're gorgeous colours, your rust, your tans, your camels, your chocolates. We could still wear all those colours, but brights are included as well. And the two main colours that are on trend are hot pink and greens. Greens are still trending. Bright and strong coloured greens are still trending, and hot pink. Dopamine being one of the feel-good hormones. The theory is if you're wearing bright colours and cheerful colours, it's going to lift your mood. It's going to elevate your mood. I actually agree with that. I think it can. Hot pink is really trending for fall and winter. It's a beautiful colour. Usually for my brights for fall and winter, I would choose red, but it's really nice to have a change. I'm wearing this beautiful floral hot pink dress with a pleated skirt and the buttons down the front with a pair of over-the-knee boots because over-the-knee boots are trending for fall and winter. I like to wear my over-the-knee boots with dresses and skirts. I don't tend to wear them with pants at all, really. I have never worn them where you see them out, where I've tucked pants into them and wore them over skinny jeans and have that look. Sometimes when fall comes along, I'm just really not that ready to jump into pants and jeans and trousers every single day. Sometimes I want to wear a dress again or a skirt again, or just keep wearing dresses and skirts a little bit longer. And I find over-the-knee boots keep my legs warm. They're really good for when you're wearing middies as well, because when you wear a midi and you sit down, your skirt or your dress comes up a lot higher. So you do need a high boot when you've got your middies on, otherwise you're going to have that gap. Oh, and another thing that's on trend with this particular dress, maxis. Maxis are on trend. For me, they're never not on trend. Adding a pair of boots to a dress is a fantastic way to transition from summer into fall. For more dopamine dressing, I've got a gorgeous maxi satin hot pink pleated skirt on. And keeping with the fall trends, I've put on a white faux leather biker jacket. A lot of ladies don't like to wear white in fall or winter, or don't think to wear white in fall or winter. I absolutely adore winter white, but if you're not into white, you can always go with black. For me, dopamine dressing for fall and winter is the most exciting trend that's happening by far. For this particular evening fall outfit, I've got 3 of the fall trends on. I've got my hot pink skirt on, I've got my faux leather top on, which is an interesting top. It's off the shoulder with a uni sleeve or one sleeve with lace. I find it quite dramatic. I love this top. It's one of those garments, you know you're not going to wear it a lot, so I didn't want to pay a lot. And I've got my over-the-knee black faux suede boots on. Keeping in with the leather look, I could put on one of my faux suede black jackets. When I looked at my wardrobe, I found I had far more faux leather pieces than I thought I had. So I'm well and truly ready for fall and winter fashion, even though it's spring in Australia. I do these videos for the Northern Hemisphere because most of my viewers are from the US. That's just the way it is. And naturally, you want to see what you're wearing in your season, not what we are wearing in our season, although sometimes I do that as well. Stunning green, Kelly green lace blouse. It goes back beautifully with black with my vegan black pencil skirt. Add a blazer to the beautiful Kelly green blouse and the vegan pencil skirt. And I'm even more on trend because blazers are on trend as well. What isn't on trend this fall? Honestly, the list is really long. And blazers, I'm not going to do blazers today. That would be a whole other video. I don't think 80s disco's back in exactly, although that'd make me really happy if it was. I love some of the 80s fashion, but sequins are definitely back in. I don't have a lot of sequins left in my wardrobe these days. I've always been incredibly partial to sequins. I gave a few singlet tops away recently to the thrift store. See what happens when you don't hang on to some of your beloved pieces. If you don't have any sequin pieces in your wardrobe, you could just wear a little sequin bag out for the evening. That is something that I usually do have in my wardrobe because I just love a little sparkle, or a lot of sparkle. Oh, did I mention the biker chic look is in as well? There's so many trends in this fall. According to all the blogs I read and all the articles I read, there's so many looks in this fall. I think if you want to keep it simple, just shop your own wardrobe and perhaps add a few bright coloured pieces in. And if you want an easy trend, just wear a bright coloured top with your jeans. A knitted top would be really easy. And wear that back with what you've already got in your wardrobe, because I'm sure you're like me, you've found that you have quite a few of these pieces already. I haven't even touched on leopard print. Yes, that's back on trend as well. For me, it never goes out of trend. Hey gorgeous people, thank you. Enjoy your day everyone. Bye bye now.